In a 2020 blog, I wrote about the Israelites in exile in Babylon. We could certainly say that during the COVID-19 pandemic, the whole world was in exile. Many of us were confined to our homes, except for essential needs. As I write this book in 2022, our world is polarized, embattled, and embittered. Families are torn apart, and people with different points of view have a hard time talking, listening, and understanding one another. Racial tensions are increasing, political disagreements are growing, and anger is simmering as the media pours fuel on the fire every possible chance they can get. It is easy to look at our world and feel that polarization and division are worse than it has ever been. So, where is God in all of this? Is He really in control? Or has He abandoned His vision and mission for humanity and the world? The Book of Esther is unique in that it never mentions God by name. But as it is in everyday life, God is faithfully orchestrating the events to accomplish His will. God uses Esther, an orphaned girl, and her uncle Mordecai to seek salvation, protection, advancement, perseverance, and redemption of His people. God's promise to protect the Jewish people was meant to preserve the lineage of the Messiah. So ultimately, the Book of Esther points us forward to Jesus Christ. In the first century, when Jesus walked on earth, there was deep and demonic conflict and division. Yet He is the one whom salvation, protection, advancement, perseverance, and redemption fully comes to all of God's people, no matter what the circumstances may be. By grace, Jesus saves rebellious sinners, protecting us, advancing us, preserving us, and redeeming us all until the end of the age. Jesus' vision and mission for humanity and the world have not and will not change. He is calling His bride, the church, to unleash compassion, bringing His good news to the poor, freedom to prisoners, sight to the blind, healing to the sick, freedom to the oppressed, justice to the oppressors, and the favor of God into our communities and beyond. God is still writing His story, and it will culminate with the return of Christ, where He will establish His kingdom on earth. The question is, can we trust God is working, and that He has His church and each one of us, even if you are not a Christian, in exactly the right place for such a time as this? As you read, it is my prayer that God will show you where He wants to write you into the greatest true story ever told. Brothers and sisters in Christ, skeptics, seekers, and non-believers, perhaps you were born for such a time as this.